Hey, welcome in Huntsville. Another wonderful good morning to you. Thanks for waking up with us.
What do you love about Huntsville? What makes this a great place to be?
Everyone here is very genuine and very kind and friendly. You never hesitate to speak up and say hello or good morning or just acknowledge the person walking by.
The thing that I love most about Huntsville, I love the peace that Huntsville brings. I love the peace that it gives me.
I feel accepted and part of the town and like I belong here.
Huntsville is where my lovely wife lived when I met her, so I moved here. So I'm pretty thankful for her.
Starting to pick up.
Yep. Well, that'll be great on live, on a podcast.
Hey, we may lose one of these canopies. There it goes.
Oh, boy.
I knew that was going to happen.
We're bucking for you in Huntsville, Texas.
Yeah, you're live, Irma. Welcome. What's up, Irma? How you doing? We got you. Hey, we're tapped into your computer there too, where you work. We can actually see you on video. I hacked your computer. So beautiful earrings today, Irma. You're always beautiful. Very nice.
You're so silly.
Point right here when we come on this morning. Just take a pointer. You know what you need to do this morning, Hunt? You need to take a pointer, Huntsville. I'm pointing right here at this guy. For those of you on the Spirit Radio FM app, you have no idea what I'm talking about.
Wait, we're live on the Spirit FM Radio?
We're always live, yeah.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, we're always live on the Spirit Radio FM app. Man.
That is, so I know you have that, and I know you have implemented it. Yeah. I did not know you had the two combined and able to do live. That's awesome.
We're on it, man. So here we are. How about this on a Tuesday? You know what? We couldn't. Jason Thompson was very busy this morning. He's
always busy.
Well, he had an opportunity this morning, a work opportunity that he could not turn down, and so he is not here this morning from Guardian Defense. But who is Garrick Long, the G in the house? Man,
I can sit in for Jason.
So, man, we appreciate everybody joining us and being here this morning. And let us know how you are today as we get started here on a, what is it, Tuesday, man?
Tuesday.
I don't even feel like it, man. You know, this whole, I'm going to crank down our volume just a touch there. So if you're listening, maybe that'll help a little bit. But I do want to encourage you this morning. Let us know what you're thankful for as you're waking up on a Tuesday. These mornings are getting really strange, Garrick.
How so?
Just because it's darker and darker every morning now. And so, you know, a couple of months ago, I'd leave the house at like 6:25 and it would be light outside. I'm leaving the house now and it's dark. And it's that weird humidity that we have here in East Texas that is so strange because your windows are just covered in this film of moisture that will not go away for like the first 20 minutes of driving.
Yeah, no matter what you do, just...
So
still there.
Finally, by the time that I get to the studio, it is finally starting to clear up. So I just learned, put the windows down, and the defroster doesn't do anything.
No, because you're so uncomfortable with the different changes of temperature you're having to put inside the cabin of your vehicle just to try to get it to change. and it's an uncomfortable drive. And then finally, by the time you get here, it's done and over with, and it doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah, and then you're just kind of like, man, it was all that wasted effort for nothing as I got in this morning.
Listen, I'm not normally an early bird. I'm not an early riser. I don't like it. But so this is actually kind of nice being able to come out and see the sun come up for once. I'm not that person.
Yeah, it's good to be here. It's good to have Garrick Long in the house, and we want to hear from you this morning. So as you're waking up, let us know what you're thankful for. Normally on a Tuesday, our good friend Jason Thompson of Guardian Defense, or Deneen, is here. Deneen is still recovering from shoulder surgery. Deneen, we love you and praying that your recovery goes very fast. And then Jason, as I said earlier, had a job this morning. They are the family-owned business from Guardian Defense for all of your firearms, accessories, and shooting range needs. They've got you covered here in Huntsville. Please go by and see my good friend Jason Thompson. In fact, today I will be giving away more Huntsville Hornet tickets for the game on Friday at the new stadium. We'll talk about that here in a little bit. And then also I'm going to toss in a range pass this morning. I've got another range pass to Guardian Defense for folks to go out and enjoy that. We are here as well, our studio presented by our great friend Elliot Herzlich of Elliot's Jewelers. For all of your jewelry needs, go by and see my good friend Elliot Herzlich. He'll take excellent care of you, just like he's done not only for folks in this community, but literally throughout the United States and even globally where he has clients. But he is based right here in Huntsville over at the First National Bank building. Go to his website, give him a call, set up an appointment, elliotsjewelers.com. Go by and see him. And a big thank you to Paul Oley of the Gallery as well. For his generosity in allowing us to be here and to be a part of this downtown community. Speaking of downtown, Garrick, and I know I mentioned the stadium. We'll talk about that here in a little bit. But Garrick Long here from University Bookstore. We had our very first hometown spotlight segment at the bookstore a few months ago. We're going to have to do that again. That was a lot of fun, man.
Absolutely. Listen, my boss loved it, so I'm all for it.
Y'all sold like 500 shirts right after the show, right?
Listen, all my employees were like, Garrick, what is going on here? And so I told them, they're like, oh, that's actually really cool. So, yeah, I hope it garnered a little bit more awareness on campus, and so it increased the views. But no, it was really nice because it's exciting to be inside of Conference USA now. And so it's been nice. Were you at the tailgate? For the Sam Houston game?
Bearcat Alley, yeah, I was down there. It was awesome. I've never seen it that busy.
Neither.
But maybe it was like because it's more compressed, but even then, it felt bigger.
Well, I would say that the parking lot between the previous place to now is still comparable in size. But I don't know. The energy down there, it was awesome.
It felt like something like there was this new tidal wave here in Huntsville with Bearcat Athletics.
And I don't remember the university, and maybe this is just me, and I haven't been to the tailgate area in a while, but I don't remember like the university playing so much part into it because the band came down, they played, and so they had the dance team down there hanging out, and then student activities was just blasting party music the whole time, which was awesome because like the whole area in the front like would be a massive amount of students just dancing and having fun.
Doing the Dougie right there.
Yes, they listen. I can't get out there and dance. I'm just going to watch from afar and be like, go for it. You guys got this. You don't need my help. But no, it was absolutely awesome. And people, they would park up top. They would take the stairs down to come visit the Bearcat Alley, and then they'd come right back up to the game. I was afraid that being down there was going to hurt it, but man, I think it made it better because everybody was saying that when they would stand at the edge of the stairs looking down at the tailgate, like it looked awesome to them, like it looked inviting and enjoyable, and so they came down, man. So if you haven't been out to the tailgate for a Sam Houston game, you need to check it out. It was a lot of fun. Tons of food. So we were right in the corner. Student activities hooked us up with a great spot. Right across from us was HEB. They cooked like 760 hot dogs, man. So,
wow. And
then student activities was giving away sausage on a stick, and then criminal justice was cooking some jerk chicken, and then all the different fraternities were cooking something. So there was plenty of food, so you didn't have to worry about it. But it was awesome. It was a great event.
Our friend Matt St. Armour is chiming in. I'll get to his question here in a moment, but I thought whenever you said the criminal justice was, giving away things as well, they should give away chains with the license plate from Chiquez Ezard's famous quote that I won't repeat. That would be a good gift from them. Do y'all have those in the bookstore? You should have little mini ones of those.
So I have no clue how to go about getting the licensing for that, but I did buy 3 of those shirts off of Chiquez.
That's funny, man.
Yes, and he was a super cool dude about it. Like, he even stayed in touch because I got 2 colors, and I was like, "Hey, man, if you get in this color, reach out to me." And sure enough, like a month and a half later, he's like, "Hey, I got this back in stock. You want it?" I was like, "Yes, sir, I do."
That's awesome, man.
So no, it was great. I've got 3 of them.
Well, Matt is sending in a question here this morning. He is joining us. We don't see these pop up, and I've neglected this the past couple of weeks, but if you're watching in the Huntsville, Texas News and Events group, welcome in as well. We put this Good Morning Huntsville show throughout multiple platforms across Facebook, on several different sources, on LinkedIn, YouTube as well.
LinkedIn?
Yeah, we're on LinkedIn also,
nice.
yeah. And Huntsville, Texas News and Events has grown to over 13,000 members now, and so we appreciate that. I posted an update for that group if you're a part of it last night. There's 2 or 3 of us that are admins. When I came here 4 years ago to Huntsville, I just wanted to start a group that just focused on news and events. There's great groups out there for reviews and, to kind of air out your beef, whatever's going on. I'm not the guy.
Air out your beef.
I normally don't do that, because if you air out your beef, it dries up and it turns sour and you can't eat it. So just a thought process there about airing out your beef. But there's great groups out there, but I started Huntsville, Texas News and Events because we wanted a place just to be able to easily go and find what's going on in Huntsville and around the community. And we're very thankful that that's grown now to quite a few folks. But if you are in that group, I do encourage you to go to the Hello Huntsville Facebook page, like that page, and follow it and watch the show from there, because your comments will come through on our overall portal. The Huntsville, Texas News and Events group is the only group, unfortunately, where I can't see those comments, and that's just a setting in Facebook. Now that I've got all that out of the way, Matt St. Armour chiming in saying there are several hundred fans looking for a good replica jersey. Who can we email at the bookstore to convince them to carry an Under Armour jersey? I can say this. I know Russell Martinez personally. He's in charge of a lot of the branding, licensing, and he is working on these things.
Well, so I have a jersey now. It is not an Under Armour jersey, but it is still an orange. It is still a Bearcat orange jersey. I have it. Now, what I do think is really nice, I don't have a picture of it. It's not online. I actually have a Sam Houston baseball jersey, and it is probably the greatest thing my vendors have sent me. It is like a cream-colored jersey with orange striping.
Oh, that's cool.
And it has like a cursive Sam Houston across the front, and it's a baseball button down. I brought that to the tailgate, and that was my best-selling item.
Man, I was hoping you'd say I brought that to give away today. I know you can't do that one.
So, no, I can't do that.
Yeah, that one's too good, man.
So I've already asked, I sold the majority of those jerseys that they even sent me in general. I've already asked my vendors for more to see if they can get me more, because that baseball jersey looked so good. So, but actually yesterday we received in some Under Armour basketball shorts that are Bearcat orange.
Oh, that's awesome.
And then probably a few weeks ago I received in some Under Armour ladies workout shorts. So those are gray with Sam Houston at the bottom. They're really doing a great job at sending me new, fresh merchandise. Now, okay, this hasn't really been a thing here, but people wear overalls to like football games. We received, it's not really denim, but it looks like denim. It is a striped orange and white overalls.
That may look like something else, though. Does it?
I have
when you start saying like striped orange and white, and obviously we're in an TDCJ, has several facilities here.
It's so.
Does it? Yeah. It doesn't look like that, does it?
Here, I've got a picture of it, and then I'll let you be the judge of it.
Yeah, send that to me on Messenger. Okay.
No, I'm not gonna do my employee like that, because she tried it on, but.
All right, here we're gonna do this.
Yes, that's fine.
Yeah, man, I don't know how to show. Let me try to do this on the webcam real quick. Okay, we're just kind of. There we go. You know what the first thing is I thought of when I saw that? I'm not going to lie. I'm not hating on this because I think it's kind of unique. First thing when I saw this, Garrick.
Carnival.
No.
Oh.
Whataburger. Immediately.
Listen, we love Whataburger too, okay? But
I'm hungry, man. Bring some taquitos this morning. If
I'm
anyone's
hungry as well.
listening, bring some taquitos. We'll love you.
I left some blueberry muffins at home. I was in a rush to get here on time. But no, so we received those overalls. We got fanny packs yesterday.
Oh, come on, man.
You know what? Some really cool stuff we just got? We got Realtree branded. We got a shirt. It's like a blue water camo. It has orange Sam Houston on the front of it. We received a gray, it's very light. It's a long sleeve shirt with a hoodie to it, but it's all light. It's and then we also received a jacket in the same thing and swim trunks, all Realtree branded. It is some awesome stuff.
I need to come by and see you. Coach Hooten was so generous to me when I was here that, man, he just unloaded a ton of apparel on me. And whenever we moved, I was going through things, and I was like, man, I'm probably not going to wear a lot of this. And so I gave, just because I was moving, and, my full-time job was up there in Fargo. And so I was like, well, I'm not going to wear around, Sam Houston stuff if I'm at work, working for NDSU.
Yep.
And long story short is I ended up giving away a ton of it. I kept a couple of shirts. And then one of them, I guess, the hamburger action got too much. And so that shirt doesn't fit anymore. So the only shirt that fits me is this old school, like Sam Houston basketball shirt that I really love that Coach gave me. But I had some cool polos like you have and a few others. And, man, I need to come by and see you because I literally don't have any Bearcat gear anymore besides the basketball shirt. So when Ed Watto, he's a trustee with the school board in New Waverly and also my analyst there with the Bulldogs, I called him up. I said, hey, man, you want to go to the game? And I wasn't planning on going, honestly, just because family was still getting over being sick, and we had a lot going on. And I said, I'm just going to sit at home and watch tonight. And then I started thinking, this is history. This is the very first ever FBS game played at Bowers. And Bridget was like, get up and go. And so, and I had a friend that I hadn't seen in a long time, used to, in a way, kind of indirectly be a boss of mine, and he had texted me and asked me if I was coming to the game. And when I got that message from him and then started thinking about the history, I said, man, I got to go. So I called Ed and paid for the tickets and went. But I didn't have any Bearcat gear, Garrick. The only thing that I found,
I was right there. I was right there at the stairs.
I should have went to you because the first thing and this was kind of a late decision, but the first thing that I found in my closet was a black polo. Didn't have any branding on it. And I was like, well, that's as close as I can get.
Close.
But are they selling gear at the games?
Well, so I'm selling the gear down in Bearcat Alley.
Oh, I didn't know that.
When they redo the stadium, they're putting in a spot for us at the stadium. So we'll then have the two locations. I think previously that we might have had a spot somewhere on the concourse, but that's too much, and I don't like separating my team like that. I'd rather do one concentrated effort right there. So, yeah, no, we have our trailer. We had our trailer out there, and then we had a tent, and we had tables, everything hanging. So we had tons of options out there.
Breaking news here on Good Morning Huntsville. You heard it here from Garrick Long. The renovations at Bowers will include merchandise, just like HISD Stadium, which we're going to talk about here in the next segment or so. Well, friends, again, let us know that you're out there this morning. Garrick Long filling in for Jason Thompson of Guardian Defense this morning. We appreciate Garrick being here. A lot of friends joining us. Kay Boning over at Tomorrow's Promise, who will be on the show with us tomorrow, chiming in. Good morning to you, Kay. Tara
Good
Burnett.
morning, Kay.
There she is. Tara Burnett over at Hart's Veterans Museum.
Happy belated birthday, Tara.
When was her birthday?
I think it was yesterday.
I did not know this.
It was either yesterday or the day before.
Well, Tara Burnett, happy birthday. You know what we're going to start doing? Hometown Heroes kicking off this month finally on Hello Huntsville. So we already have a couple of folks that have been nominated, and we have selected one for this month. And you'll have to stay tuned for that. But it's going to be a very special, just heartwarming feature that we're going to have here on Hello Huntsville each month. And then also Secret Sound. We're looking for someone to sponsor that. It's going to be
Secret Sound.
It's going to be really cool. So maybe you're a business and you said, I'd like to sponsor that. Very affordable. And Robbie D's just walked in.
You just coming to hang out?
Yeah, he comes in and hangs out, man.
Just chilling? You're the audience. You're the live studio audience?
Okay. Robbie D brings in the smile and the the overall uplifting spirit that we need here on this show sometimes. When he cruises by on the Jeep, usually throws out that nice Cali wave. It's a Huntsville Cali wave. He's got it down, and it's a Jeeper, man. You got any ducks in the Jeep, by the way? I've never even looked.
I do.
He's got some.
I do get ducked.
He's got some.
He's gotten ducked.
I guess that, like, when I had my Jeep, man, I guess just, I don't know. I guess I put off some weird vibe, and no one ever gave me a duck.
Well,
never.
I correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is a newer thing that ever since, I think Jeep has always had its following, but I think when they created the 4-door and advanced the options within the Jeep,
that's probably what it was.
It created more of a larger following than it ever had before, and I think
I had mine. It
has become more popular.
Was it popular in 2007? Maybe that's why, because I never ever.
I think it was right after that point when they came out with a 4-door, and Jeep changed for forever after that.
Because I had the Wrangler X when it first came out, and man, I'll be honest. The only reason I got it, I was a wannabe basketball player, and we had a city park, and my buddy Vince Martinez, never forget, rolls up in this Jeep, and I was like, man, that thing's nice. And I had purchased a Jeep Grand Cherokee Overland that I just absolutely loved, man. It was comfortable. It was a very clean ride. I was very proud of it. Of course, back then, didn't have children, wasn't in a relationship, didn't have hardly any bills. And so I was like, you know what? I can afford a new car. So I bought, and that was back when new cars were affordable. And love that thing. But I'll just never forget when Vince rolled up in that Jeep and the top was off. I was like, oh, dude, why did he do this? And so I was 2 years from paying off the Grand Cherokee. So I went and traded it in, got the Wrangler X, and man, loved that thing until Bridget ran into a curve. There's some sort of there was some sort of little hook on the steering column that somehow just conveniently punctured the oil filter, and all the oil ran out. Love you, sweetheart. She didn't know. And she calls me and she goes, yeah, do you hear this noise? And it's like tick, 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 tick. And I was like, turn off the engine now. What happened? She goes, oh, I hit a curb and something happened. And so I pulled up on the side of the road. There's oil everywhere. And let's just say that the Jeep still ran, but one of the lifters got stuck. They were able to put oil back in it, fix it all. I ended up trading in that Jeep for a Toyota Corolla. Which was terrible because I was waving at people out of the Corolla and they were looking at me like, what are you doing waving at me? And that's a whole nother story. Long story short on that is I drove the Jeep to El Paso to broadcast a game, and it was like 10 miles to the gallon. I was like, I can't do this anymore. I've got to have something more fuel efficient with the broadcasting business. But then I looked up the VIN number. They only wanted to give me like $3,000 for my Jeep when I traded it. I was like, no way. And so I kept they kept haggling me, and I was going back and forth with them. And I was like, I'm done, guys. I'll just go somewhere else. And they called me back the next day. Well, Mr. Hip, we'll give you $9,200 for it. And I was like, how do you go from like 3 or 4 to $9,200? Well, here's how they do it. Because they turn around and resold that Jeep for like $27,000. I looked up the VIN number. You know what was funny though? First thing on the description, brand new engine. And I told them straight up. I was like, there's something weird going on with this engine. And so it was, but I never did receive a duck in my Jeep. And maybe one day, when the children get older and we're in a better kind of, when you have a family, financially things are a little bit tough. You can't just go out and buy a new car. But when we are in a better financial position, going to buy a new Jeep, and then I will have an opportunity to get ducked.
You will get ducked.
And I'm hoping that it'll be Robbie D's Prison City Jeep guy cruising by saying, there's Rob's Jeep. Boom, done. I will put that one in a case forever, and it'll even go with me whenever I depart from this earth.
It's mostly women that do that.
No, it's mostly the women. So, never mind. Okay, never mind. I didn't, I'm out of it, dude. I'm out of it, man.
I don't have a Jeep. Yeah. I don't know.
Well, more friends chiming in this morning. Hey, my dad joining in, saying, hello, son. I love you, Dad, and hope you're doing well. Looking forward to trying to get over to see you soon. My dad just moved to a new facility in the Temple area, and so great to see you, Dad. Love you. Ashley Horton over at Huntsville Item joining us. Good morning.
Good morning, Ashley.
I like the folks that use the little emojis. Like, even my dad, he put the wave emoji. I mean, that's awesome. Ashley puts a little sunshine. Brittany, we love you. But she just said good morning. That's okay. No emoji. No emoji, Brittany Wright, but that's okay. Melissa Barham over at Advantage Specialties was chiming in saying
Melissa
great items.
came and saw me at Bearcat Alley.
She did. She said great items at the bookstore.
Yep, she did. It was a pleasant surprise. I was very happy to see her.
good friend Carolyn Gibson. Miss Gibson, I hope you don't mind this, but I just had this thought come across, and I hope you don't mind it. I hope that you find joy in what I'm about to say. But I feel like Carolyn, Miss Gibson, is the grandmother of Huntsville.
Grandmother of Huntsville.
The grandmother of Huntsville. She has just got a sweet soul, a kind heart, and my grandmother passed several years ago, and when I see a wonderful person like Miss Gibson, I just think of my grandma.
Are you going to petition for this?
So we already have the Smile of Huntsville, which is Emily O'Rear.
Okay.
The Handshake of Huntsville is, my mind is going to lose me, but it's a gentleman in Rotary, and there's a guy in Rotary that I coined it this past week. I said, you've got the Handshake of Huntsville, because it was just a mighty hand. Man, I thought my arm was going to come off. I felt kind of good. I was like, who needs a chiropractor? Shake this guy's hand. And so I'll get the name. It's just terrible that I forgot this. But now the grandmother of Huntsville, Carolyn Gibson. I hope you're okay with that, Miss Gibson.
I think she'll wear the badge of honor.
We're going to get you a sash, by the way, that you can wear around town at Fair on the Square. So
walk around.
Yeah, just do this number.
She's going to have so many people coming up taking pictures with her. It's the grandmother of Huntsville.
Oh, man.
You have to get a picture with her.
You got to, man. Hey, we'll make that a contest.
My goodness.
Get a photo. We'll put it in. There's some voting going on. A lot of other folks joining us, too. We'll get to those in a little bit. We will say hi to Jennifer Augustinetti saying good morning. It's Terrific Tuesday. Because it's Guardian Defense, we like Jennifer saying Terrific Tuesday. We call it Tactical Tuesday.
I like
little
that.
Tactical Tuesday.
Tactical Tuesday.
And if you're from up north, it's Tactical. Tactical Tuesday. So, Jerica, if you're watching from Fargo, Tactical Tuesday this morning.
There's too much A in that.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I was watching a movie. Oh, it was Air Bud.
Okay.
And
did your daughter love it first?
She did. Man, she stayed glued. And she's only 23 months old. She stayed glued to it, man.
It's the dogs.
Do not go Google that dog, though. It'll break your heart.
Don't even go there.
You know what I'm talking about?
No, but I don't even go there. Don't ruin my childhood.
Did you know Bud? That's his real name, Bud. Buddy. He was also the dog that was on Full House back in the day, the early Full House. That was
really?
Him. Yep.
That's impressive. Impressive career for a dog.
Yeah.
Not only being on Full House, but being the star of Air Bud.
I think he was either 7 or 10. But the poor little feller a year later passed. He had developed a cancer in his leg, and they had to amputate his leg. This was a year after the movie. And they amputated the little buddy's leg. And he was still able to perform his tricks, though. But then, a year later, it was just too much for him, and they had to put him down.
I had the same thing happen to a dog. Man. So it is terrible.
Dogs are family. Hey, our good friend, look at this. Tara said, I turned 21 yesterday. It was a great weekend making memories with family and friends. Now, Facebook, for some reason, distorted her comment and wrote 50. And I'm going to send in this to Zuckerberg, because that ought to be, that's almost profane how they just redid her age like that. I mean, I'm very upset with Facebook this morning. Tara did turn 21 yesterday. It was a great weekend making memories with family and friends. Happy birthday, Tara.
Happy birthday, Tara. So she actually remembered my birthday because I ran into her over the weekend, Saturday, at the renaming of the gas station Kudos.
Yeah.
She was there because the Hearts Veterans Museum was out there. And so I ran into her, gave her a big hug, and she told me happy belated birthday. I was like, how'd you know my birthday was coming up? And she goes, because we're birthday buddies. Because we're within a week of each other.
Well, happy belated birthday to you, too.
Thank you,
it's already passed.
No.
Oh, wait, it's coming up.
Yeah.
When?
I'm not telling you.
Well, then no gift for you, Garrick. I'm sitting here thinking in my mind, like gifts, showering, presents. Too bad.
Let's see. I have to look at the calendar which day it is. It's not something I normally just pay attention to.
Well, no, the date, but you know the date.
Yeah, okay, so it's Sunday the 8th.
Sunday the 8th. Garrick Long turning 29 on Sunday the 8th.
Sure.
So
I'll take it.
Happy birthday, man.
Thank you.
We'll make sure Facebook doesn't mess up your age.
No.
Also, Ray Hernandez, our Huntsville, Walker County Chamber of Commerce president.
Hey.
He's on there. Hey.
Just simple hey.
He's like, what up? What up, Ray? I just want someone to, toss in. They need to make an emoji. They do. Do they have this emoji, like peace sideways, or is it just peace?
I don't think so. Not sideways.
I want, the sideways piece. Is that still a thing? Or do people still do that or not?
So I have an old boss that is any picture you see him in, he's always standing there like this. He's smiling. He's like,
Bridget, she gets mad at me because I used to alwaalways do that in every photo. I'd be like this. And she's like, stop. And for those of on Spirit Radio, you can't see this, but it looks like scissors. I mean, I'm
It
throwing
does look like scissors.
Throwing up the scissor. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Little chop up in here.
Scissor.
Up in here. Speaking of up in here, we're going to take a break because it's getting a little out of line. Do want to remind you.
Look, she ratted me out.
Who was that?
She wasn't going to let me get away with not saying when my birthday is.
Caitlin said Sunday the 8th.
She did.
Well, there you go, Caitlin. Thanks.
Listen, she knows.
Caitlin, feed us any information, backstories on Garrick Long. I'll throw some your way, too.
She's been asking me this whole time, what do you want for your birthday? I'm like, I don't know. I'm not used to getting my birthday celebrated, so I'm just like, I don't know.
Hey, you know what? Notorious B.I.G. said it in Juicy. He said it best. Birthdays were my worst days. Now we sip champagne when we thirsty.
That's very impressive, sir. It's very impressive.
Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis. When I was dead broke, man, I couldn't picture this. Now I got money, inches, green, a leather sofa, two rides, a limousine with a chauffeur. Also, friends, my phone bill, it's about 2 G's flat. No need to worry, my accountant handles that. You remember that rap song, dude? Come on, man. Robbie knows it, dude. That's the best. That is the ultimate. Of course, I was saying it with a little, little flair that no one would ever listen to.
No, not at all, but it's okay. I'm still impressed with how well you know it and how well you just recited it with the emphasis that you provided to it. Very impressed.
No one in karaoke hardly has that song, and it is one song that I always request for.
Why would they not?
They just don't have it. There is a line in that song, and you have to be very, very, very careful because this song was written in the 90s, and there is a line in there, and I'm not poking fun at this because this is a very serious thing, but there's a line in there, and Biggie says, time to get paid, blow up like the World Trade. That was from the 93 bombing when the Unabomber did it in 93. And so young people don't realize that it was then, and they're like, oh, that song. I mean,
right.
I'm like, no. It wasn't September 11th. It was,
right.
But it was still tragic what happened then. But that is the one, maybe there's a couple of lines in there, but that's one of them like, man, let's just kind of scratch that one out. But when I did it on karaoke, I used to say, time to get paid, blow up like the World Trade, and then I'd throw up 93 like that just so people would know what was going on. You have to throw in the disclaimer.
Yeah, absolutely. Disclaimer.
Yeah, so.
But no, she's right. I'm not old enough for that.
Not old enough for that, but no need to worry. Caitlin will handle that.
You're exactly right.
No need to worry. Caitlin's got that.
She does.
All right. Want to remind you this morning, keyword Hornets. We're giving away 2 more tickets today and also a pass to the range over at Guardian Defense. Beautiful range just outside of town. Good. Nobody's going to hear you out there.
No.
I was cruising in. Man, where was I driving the other day? We were on our way to Warren, Texas, and I saw a gun range right off of is it 190?
You gotta tell me which way you're going.
Like if you're heading out towards Jasper, is it 190? I think the highway's 190.
Yeah, because you're going out Livingston, past Livingston, so
past Livingston,
190. Yeah.
So we're past Livingston. I look on the right, and there is literally like right up against the highway. It says gun range, and it's right on the highway. And I was like, thank goodness for Jason Thompson and Guardian Defense, because his is like out in the middle of 13 acres or bundled up in the middle of nowhere.
Right.
I don't want a gun range like right off the interstate.
No, you go
I mean, it's not good. It's not like a good combination.
Jason's range is like a quarter mile off the road, through the trees, beautiful, beautiful scenery. So, but hey, for those that are on Spirit FM radio, text the keyword along with your name to 936-339-0139. Text the keyword Hornets.
Not Hornitos. We're not talking about the drink. Not Hornitos. It's not okay. Hornets alongside your name. And whose phone line is that?
That is the Granny Mary's Cajun Asian Cuisine phone and text line.
That's it, man.
Hey, I had to make sure to hook the people up on Spirit FM radio that can't necessarily see the screen right now.
Cuisine is still misspelled, by the way, for those of you that are on the video.
I knew what you meant, though.
I am going to deep fake Sean Connery's voice saying, Granny Mary's Cajun Asian Cuisine text line. Text it now. You're never the last one.
Sean Connery.
We'll be right back. We've got national news, and we'll come back and talk about the grand opening of the HISD football stadium last night. Stay with us. We'll be right back. It's your show as always. This is Good Morning Huntsville.
USA News, I'm Lance Pry. 9-year-old Charlotte Cena went missing Saturday night at Morrow Lake State Park, north of Albany, New York, while on a camping trip with her family. Governor Kathy Hochul confirmed yesterday that Sienna was kidnapped and that the accused abductor is in custody. She also said Sienna appeared to be in good physical condition as she was rescued last night. Hochul said the suspect left a note at Charlotte's parents' house demanding ransom. Fingerprint analysis led to the man's mother's home, where a SWAT team found Charlotte in a cabinet inside a camper. The suspect will be charged after officials go through all the evidence. Texas Democrat Congressman Harry Cuellar is said to be okay after he was carjacked last night in Washington, D.C. Authorities and Cuellar's office say it happened about a mile from the U.S. Capitol. Police are looking for 3 men who they say took Cuellar's vehicle and his luggage. At least one of the carjackers had a gun. Get ready for your cell phone to go off tomorrow about 2:20 p.m. Eastern. FEMA and the FCC will be conducting a nationwide test for its emergency alert system and wireless emergency alerts. The test will include all radios and televisions. FEMA said in a statement that the test is to ensure systems continue to be effective and a means of warning the public about emergencies, particularly top-selling holiday song by a female artist in history. Tickets for the Christmas tour will go on sale Friday. USA News.
Attention timeshare owners. Tired of the financial stress? Were you misled by the salesperson? Don't or can't use your timeshare anymore? If any of these apply to you, then you may qualify for timeshare cancellation and get the relief you need now. Timeshare Defense Attorneys is the #1 affordable fixed-fee legal solution in the country, with an A+ Better Business Bureau rating. That's certainly better than my grades. They even offer a 100% client satisfaction guarantee. Let one of their experienced lawyers evaluate your case and explain the process. If they take you as a client, they'll work on your case until it's resolved in your favor, guaranteed. Expect great service and a close working relationship with your lawyer, keeping you informed every step of the way, protecting your rights, interests, and even your credit. It's that simple. Even a kid like me could understand it. The consultation is free. Call today.
800-875-1853. 800-875-1853. That's 800-875-1853.
This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas. Illuminate your child's future at Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools in Huntsville. Established in 1997 by Kay Boning, our award-winning center merges Christian values with 25 years of Montessori excellence, promoting wonder and discovery in every child. As the only Montessori school within 45 miles, we provide a fun and friendly environment, individualized Montessori methods, and love and care as if each child were our own. Safety is a priority, and with a recent $50,000 investment, our facilities inspire growth, creativity, and learning. Plus, as a nonprofit, we open Montessori doors to families of all economic backgrounds. Partner with the community pillar where every child's promise shines bright. Discover Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools today. Visit tpms.life. That's tpms.life.
We always try to inspire you and uplift you here on Good Morning Huntsville, and welcome you back in. Let us know what you're thankful for today. Go back in history as we get started here. Little segment real quick, and we will be calling our winner coming up here in the next 10 or 15 minutes or so. We are here on a Tuesday. Big thanks to Guardian Defense. Garrick Long joining us, filling in for Jason Thompson and the Thompson family. I love saying that because it's a family-owned business. If you're in the need of firearms, ammunition, and more, go by and see him. Jason Thompson and his family will take excellent care of you. Friends, that's what Huntsville is all about. It's all about community. It's all about family. And nobody is a better epitome of that than our good friend Jason Thompson, Deneen, Ricky. They've all got you covered. Go by and see them. You can find out more information online at GuardianDefenseLLC.com. I did say we always try to uplift and inspire, but there's something it's a big part of history that folks are still talking about even to this day.
Absolutely.
When you go back to October the 3rd, 1995, was the day. And I remember this. I was a child. I was born in 84, so I was 11 years old, and I remember watching this on TV.
I remember the incident itself.
The whole thing.
Absolutely. Like everybody, because wasn't it around like the Super Bowl when it happened?
I believe so. Yeah, there was a game on because the Bronco.
Yes.
This was the day. You go back to 1995. Seems like yesterday, but it was so long ago. O.J. Simpson was acquitted.
If the glove doesn't fit, you must acquit.
That's right. Other news. This day in history, well, I'll be honest, nothing that's popping up that's going to interest anybody.
I see everything on that list, and I was like,
I don't know any of it.
That's not great.
I don't know any of it. I really don't know. I'll read them. Serial debuts, inaugurating the podcast boom. That was in 2014. Gordie Howe, 69, becomes the only pro hockey player to compete in 6 decades. Wow. 69 years old, pro hockey player, still going then in
That's incredible.
1992, Sinead O'Connor tears up a photo of Pope John Paul II on Saturday Night Live. We just mentioned O.J. in 95. Amanda Knox, a murder conviction overturned in Italy. And then in 1981, the Mays hunger strike called off. I no disrespect to any of that. I just don't know any of that.
Something the Amanda Knox one about being her murder reversal in Italy. Something's ringing a bell, and I feel like I've seen like a documentary on that one, but that's about it.
There's one here, 1863. On this day, just a few days, in 1863. President Lincoln proclaims the official Thanksgiving holiday in November.
Okay, very cool.
There you go. A lot of turkey. When I think of Thanksgiving, you know what the first thing that comes to my mind is, and I have no idea why?
What?
That dumb cornucopia. Like I see that.
Oh, yeah.
So I visualize that. I've never even really seen one of those things in real life.
I couldn't tell you. I don't know if that's something that they just had laying around like the first time and they used it and they're like, hey, this looks nice. We could do this. And it just stuck.
Like, was it somebody's like hearing aid back? Did you ever see the early hearing aids look like those?
Yes, you had to stick it in your ear and then point your head towards them. Yeah, absolutely. It was like a microphone for your ear.
Unbelievable. Hey, I do want to, but we're going to talk stadium. I'm keeping you on I'm keeping people right there on the edge.
Keeping them on the edge of their seats.
My good buddy Ed Watto chiming in already saying, looking forward to hearing about the facility.
Come on, Rob. We want to hear about the new facility, Rob.
We're going to get that, Garrick. Do want to highlight someone else here in the community as well, and I really want to get this young man back on the show sometime. When I had the privilege to broadcast for Sam Houston for a few years, and something that I never took for granted, the biggest thing, of course, is promoting student athletes, but it's the stories behind the scenes. It's never about the broadcaster. It's never about those that are there to promote the game. Mm-hmm. It's about those that are involved in the game and those that are part of a program. And I met a young man at the time that was at Sam, who was there with the team at every game, traveled with us as well to a lot of the games, Broderick Nixon. I don't know if you ever had a chance to meet Broderick. He is still in this community.
I have not.
An excellent young man, and he has a business that he has started years ago. It first was called Dreams to Reality. Well, he renamed it to Dreams to Actuality, and he is a motivational speaker, and he's a young man that I really want to see succeed. He has a heart of gold. He has a dream one day with his apparel business that he has started up, and now motivational speaking. that he wants to have a ranch. He even has his own branding. He went down to the courthouse and got his own brand for his ranch.
Awesome.
A little DTA brand. But he posted this earlier, and I wanted to promote, and Broderick doesn't know I'm doing this, but I wanted to promote him because this is about the good in our community. Broderick said, "Hi, I'm Broderick Nixon. As a motivational speaker with cerebral palsy and a person in a wheelchair, it wasn't easy to achieve my goals, but I've done it and continue to do it. So I feel it's my purpose to inspire those around me." Broderick said, "I started my business because I hope to inspire and motivate others to follow their dreams as I follow my dreams." At the bottom of it, it says, "Dreams to Actuality is a company that sells merchandise. Each purchase you make allows me to continue my mission of motivating others to not give up on their dreams." And you can find out more information and more of his merchandise online at dreamstoactuality.com. Again, that's my good buddy, Broderick Nixon. Here he is, a young man that's confined to a wheelchair, cerebral palsy. But you know what? Or cerebral palsy. But you know what? That confinement doesn't confine and doesn't state who he is.
Correct. It does not dictate who he is. So I don't know this young man, but I can already tell that he probably has, he radiates positivity. His positivity is probably infectious, and that's the type of people you want to know.
Yeah. So Broderick, we're rooting for you, man. And if you're a business and you'd like Broderick to come speak, please give this young man a call. Go to dreamstoactuality.com. That was just something I saw last night. Broderick's a friend of mine. He didn't pay. He didn't ask me, "Hey, man, will you bump me up and I'll send you a 20?" I was like, no, we did none of that. And I would love, I actually had him on this show before, whenever it was a different format several years ago. And so we'll have to get Broderick back on. All right, Garrick, we've been waiting long enough. Big event happened last night.
Absolutely.
Here in Huntsville. Is it Huntsville or Huntsville to you?
Huntsville.
Huntsville. Huntsville.
Yeah.
Sometimes it sounds kind of weird. It just depends on, kind of the mood I'm in. If I've been hanging around some good old country folk, sometimes it's Huntsville. But if I've just been hanging out, maybe a business professional meeting, Huntsville.
It's the Ville.
Something happened last night, Garrick. You were there. What was it, man?
Listen, so they had a dedication ceremony to the new Hornet Stadium, and it was beautiful. So I knew the plans and what they were working out and what they had decided, but this was my first time going over there. I've watched it driving down 2821. I've seen it being built. I've seen the pictures, but what they did the walk to the stadium was awesome. We parked, walked around the backside of where the baseball softball complex, and then it's like it opens up within the trees is the front of the stadium. And it is glorious. That is such a great picture that they took.
Yeah, this is, for those of you listening on the audio side, we're showing a picture of B.J. McMichael and his wonderful wife, Holly, and there is that bridge. That picture doesn't do it justice as far as just how the encapsulation of, like you just said, as you walk alongside that. And the walkway goes from the parking lot. I mean, it starts in the parking lot. And this winding, beautiful parking lot, and then it winds to this, and it's unbelievable. There is no other stadium in the state of Texas that has this kind of walkway and backdrop that Huntsville ISD Stadium has.
Absolutely. So it curves around the backside of the complex. You're curving with it. You're walking within the trees, and then it opens up to this beautiful bridge, and then there you see just Huntsville, like the giant H of the Huntsville Hornets, just sitting there right on the front of the stadium. And you walk up to just an absolutely beautiful stadium. Like, they did such a great job. And I remember years ago, we were constantly talking about this, constantly trying to get this vote to pass. And it is so worth it, for our area, for our students, for our children, for our children to not have a place to call home. That hurts. We're talking about communities smaller than us having a home, and we didn't. And something that Dr. Shepard talked about last night when he was presenting it was how, we used to play at Pritchett Field, then we played at Bowers, and then even during COVID, there was a year where we had to call our home stadium at Madisonville.
Yep, was there. I remember that. Great host, but it just wasn't our place.
No, this. What was the grass was like blue and red. You know, that's not the color the grass is supposed to be. But it's now we're able to call a place home. You know, and it's not just for the football team. You know, the marching band was out there last night, and it was really cool. So they had the marching band come from the back of the stadium. You know, they were able to walk from the school. They have a path along the backside of the stadium, and we could hear them playing as they marched in. That was awesome to see, you know. And then I could just see the backdrop to where our scoreboard is. Behind it are the piney woods behind it. You know, we are engulfed in trees there. So it is definitely a beautiful, beautiful stadium.
I'm so glad that you mentioned the Huntsville Hornet Military Marching Band, because these are young men and women that are really kind of that entertainment, that soul, that community spirit that's all part of what makes up a great football game or athletic event.
Mm-hmm.
And these young people deserve so much credit for all that they do as well. These routines, these formations, this music. It doesn't just happen overnight. A lot of these youngsters have been playing since they were in elementary school.
Do you have that picture up on the screen?
Yeah, it's
right
up.
now?
Yeah, we're showing pictures right now of the students walking in. And it was just cool to see that last night. And their hard work and dedication as well. You know, someone who is a very integral part of making all this happen, the community. This is all about the community. BJ McMichael and the folks were just so instrumental in getting this bond passed. It was a blast to be on the broadcast side of things, and someone that I wanted to recognize who really helped promote and push as well is Brian Adams.
Mm-hmm.
Brian
was there. I said hi to him.
Yeah, when we were broadcasting games, you know, Brian and I talked about this bond a lot, and BJ had given us information. I went to almost all of the meetings there with the bond. I was on part of the marketing committee, and you know, just being around that and seeing the community, how it came together. And friends, that's what this is about. There, you could recognize almost every person in this community that had their finger on something, because everyone was as equally as important to the next person that was a part of this. But this is something special for our community.
Absolutely.
And for our young people going forward.
Absolutely.
And boy, I made a call and something happened, Garrick. That's why I love, this show is just so great.
Oh, is my ringtone for you is your call, but I can't remember if it was a Hornet call or if it was a Bearcat call. I don't remember.
Somebody's coming in here right now, Garrick, and I may get in trouble for this, but
wait, is that the
hold on. Wait.
No, she went around the corner.
Here, Garrick, can you hold the phone there, and she may get upset at me when we do this. See, this is the new feature of
No, we already got you.
This is Oh my goodness!
Oh my goodness,
Miss Gibson, we got you on the camera, so welcome in. we love you so much. Thank you, Miss Gibson. You did not have to do that this morning. Yeah, are you okay with that? Agrees. Are you okay with that title? All right. Well, there she is, Carolyn Gibson. Oh my goodness. Well, and Carolyn also came in this morning. Carolyn, you don't mind if I put the camera on you real quick, do you? Is that okay? We already tricked you. Carolyn won this right here, a ticket to Lasso Your Imagination. And so Garrett's got that right there for you. And so she won that last week. And Carolyn, we love you. We appreciate you so much. And she was at the stadium last night as well. What'd you think of it, Carolyn? Was it beautiful?
Wonderful, yeah.
Yeah, she was saying it's wonderful. And
graduated in 85 and 89.
Her daughters graduated 85 and 89. So a lot of great things happening. Yeah. Well, Carolyn, you didn't have to bring those to us this morning.
That's
Thank you so
sweet
much.
of you.
It's a call to action here on Good Morning Huntsville.
That's what grandmas are for.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Carolyn, for bringing. Oh, you know what, man? Hey, hold on. Can you hold that? Can you hold up that phone again? I didn't even have it on there. Look right here. This is the lady right here who has brought us in. There she is, Miss Carolyn Gibson. I didn't even have you on the screen. I thought I did, and I didn't. So, Carolyn, thank you so much for bringing that into us this morning. Awesome. Well, thank you. God bless you so much.
You were too kind.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, there she is. Yeah, sorry, I had the whenever she had walked in, you had.
No, I thought it was up there on the screen.
Well,
I think you got it.
It was, but I still had the band up on the screen.
Oh.
So it's all good. Well, friends, final opportunity. Garrick's got to get to work. I got to get to the chamber and our preferred partners meeting. Real quick, one final time here this morning. I'm clicking all over the place. Keyword Hornets along with your name on the Granny Mary's Cajun Asian Cuisine text line. What's that number, Garrick?
That number is 936-339-0139. Keyword is Hornets.
Final break. We'll call the winner when we come back. We got to get to work. We'll be right back after this. It's your show. Good morning, Huntsville.
Huntsville and now in Conroe, where you're more than a customer, you're part of the family. A place where style meets comfort and every visit feels like a treat. Welcome to the Color Bar Hair Salon. From the moment you walk in, our friendly stylists work to create a look that's perfect for you. Whether it's a fresh cut, a vibrant new color, or a blowout for that special occasion, at the Color Bar, we've got you covered. We pride ourselves on creating an environment where our guests can relax, enjoy a beverage, and let us do the pampering. We use top-notch products like Kevin Murphy and even offer hair extensions for those looking to add a little extra flair. And when it's got to be perfect, we ensure you leave looking and feeling your best self. But don't just take our word for it. Book a reservation or buy a gift card online and experience it firsthand. Visit us online at colorbartx.com and discover why, at the Color Bar Hair Salon, you get an experience that goes beyond. The Color Bar, where you belong. See you soon. This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas.
Back at it as we wrap it up here with old G Long, one of the three dumplings here on Good Morning Huntsville. That kind of took off a little bit. As you, Billy, and myself.
I ran into Billy on Sunday.
The old three dumplings. They only were two of them here today. We're missing the other one. I don't mind that. You know, at first I was like, I don't know if I like that. But you know what? I started thinking, I said, you know, that's all right. I'm down with it.
Yep.
I'm down with it because that just means I get to eat a taquito and not feel guilty about it. So come on, bring the dumplings, baby. Let's go. Garrick Long in the house as we wrap it up here today. And thanks for everybody for joining us. Had a lot of fun chatting about the good things in Huntsville. Great people who make this community so wonderful to be. And sorry we missed Carolyn walking in. I had it on our great band there for a moment. But tomorrow, want to make sure, friends, that you chime in. I'll tell you why here after this, but we're going to head over to our Granny Mary's Cajun Asian Cuisine text line where we have our winner today. And Garrick, you want to take the call? You want to? Please answer. Please.
Come on. Come on. He's at work, though.
Hello.
Hi. Is this Jonathan?
Of course it is. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Jonathan. Do you know who this is? No, you don't know who this is, and that's okay. I'm giving you a little bit of a voice.
Facebook real quick.
Let me get off of Facebook. Hey, he's watching, though. He's watching.
Because it was echoing.
Okay. Good reason. Good morning, Jonathan. This is Garrick and Rob from Good Morning Huntsville. How are you today, sir?
I'm fantastic. How are y'all this morning?
Doing well, man. Well, congratulations for texting in the keyword Hornets today because you, sir, are our winner. Rob, tell him what he has won.
Hey, I think you guys won some tickets before. Well, guess what? You've won more tickets to the Hornets. Also, I've got a range pass to Guardian Defense, man. So you can head over to the range and then head over to the Hornets game, man. So congratulations, you guys will get to be at the new stadium when it opens up.
Man, and it's amazing. It is a great looking stadium too.
Yeah,
it absolutely is.
Well, Jonathan, appreciate you and your family, man. We love you guys, and so excited for y'all. And man, thanks for texting to win. It's a great day to be in Huntsville. Jonathan, what are you most excited about here in Huntsville, man? What do you love most about this community, man?
Man,
putting you on the spot.
It's so like it's. I know you put me on the spot. It's like a big family to me.
Mm-hmm.
Growing up in Tyler is a little bit bigger than Huntsville, but down here it's like everybody is looking out for one another, and I love football. That new stadium is looking magnificent, so I'm definitely looking forward to that, and just being around people that I love and enjoy to be around.
All right, man. Well, Jonathan, we appreciate you, brother. God bless you, my friend. Have a blessed day. Congratulations. I'll send you information. I'll text you for your email address, and I can email those tickets over to you.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Rob,
man.
and thank you for everything you do, man.
You got
You're
it.
doing great things.
Thank you, brother. Be blessed, man.
All right.
That's one of the best dudes right there, man. I'm so glad that he texted in to win.
Mm-hmm.
Jonathan is great. Ashley's husband, Jonathan, just works his tail off for our city and does such incredible work. And obviously, Ashley's over at the Item, and she does great work there with Brenda and the wonderful staff at the Huntsville Item. That's what I love about this community, Garrick. So many great people.
So back when I used to work out, getting the buff, getting the fitness. Jonathan was working there at the at Ironworks.
Pretty swole, man.
Listen, dude, this dude,
he don't play.
I'm a big guy, but I still felt tiny around him because perfectly sculpted muscles, just walking around and stuff. So. Dude knows his fitness, man.
He does, man. Well, Garrick, I wanted to give you an opportunity, obviously, with the University Bookstore. Where can folks find out about you? Where can they get Bearcat gear? Where can they go?
Absolutely.
Let us know about all things Orange, all things Bearcats, man.
So you can go check out our website, shsu.bncollege.com. So here's the kicker, though. We have a lot on our website, but we do not have everything there. So there are things in store that you just can't get online. So, for example, I'm part of that Facebook group. You went to Sam Houston If. And so I know they were talking about Sam Houston hats in there one day. And I'm like, someone was looking for a snapback. And I'm like, oh, my God, I've got a really good-looking snapback Sam Houston hat. And I went looking for it on my website. I was like, dang it, it's not there. So that is an in-store only item that you're going to have to come get, along with the baseball jerseys. Matt, St. Armor, I will, when I get back, I'll look to see if I have any XLs left. Or did you say 2XL? I'll have to look back at your message.
I'm getting close to 3, I think. I hide it very
2XL.
well. I'm getting close to 3XL. I got to slow down a notch.
You're tall. You're tall. You got a long torso.
Yeah, but that's just tall man clothes, That's wide man, brother. So
yeah, no, I've got tons of great stuff. So check it out. Check out our website, shsu.bncollege.com. We can ship anything anywhere, so that's not a big deal. But if we don't have it on the site, then you're just going to have to come find the great stuff we have in store. So a lot of our new stuff just isn't on the website. So it takes time. But
go by and see him. Garrick Long will take great care of you, and we will have to do another hometown spotlight. It was a lot of fun. We had Russell Martinez on the show talking about the Conference USA Transition Day, and we'll think of some other things. We're actually working with a couple of folks directly with the university, and we'll start having pretty heavy Sam Houston content on here, learning more about places like the Gibbs Ranch and all the great work that's going, the observatory.
Drove by Gibbs Ranch.
It's beautiful, man.
Oh, it's massive. It's going to be awesome. Once again, that's just another thing of bringing something back home to us. Our Sam Houston rodeo team, our Sam Houston nationally winning rodeo team.
There you go.
Can't compete in Huntsville until now.
They can now. Tomorrow, friends, going to have an excellent show. You definitely want to be a part of it, just like you have been today. Get a friend and hop on tomorrow. We're going to have a good friend of mine that I'll introduce to the Huntsville community named Jerry Schimmel. He is the voice of the Colorado Rockies in Major League Baseball, former voice of the Denver Nuggets. And he has an incredible story of inspiration and hope and just battling through adversity. I've never met anyone that has been through what he has been through in his life He was a survivor of United Flight 282 back in 1989, where tragically well over 100 people lost their lives. He was one of the survivors. He's going to tell his just compassionate, heartwarming story and how he was able to overcome that, battled through some adversity, had survivor's guilt, and what ultimately led him out of that. And he is okay and open to sharing his story. Shared the story with Stuart Scott of ESPN. Of course, Stuart passed away many years ago, but they did a documentary on Jerry, and you'll definitely want to tune in. And you're going to learn more about his inspirational show that he has now called Amazing Americans that you can hear right here on Spirit Radio for those of you that are listening on the app. So please join us tomorrow. Jerry will be with us remotely. He's became a good friend of mine, and again, just wanted to introduce him to the Huntsville community, and it's going to be a show that will definitely inspire and lift you up. And for those of you that are struggling, that's the message today, is don't be a victim of the circumstance. It doesn't define who you are. Your past doesn't define who you are. What you've been through helps you to understand where you're going, but don't let the things that have affected you negatively be a catalyst for how you think the rest of your life is going to go, because you don't have to accept that. You can deny that. I know that you may be in the middle of something that's hard to get out of, but remain in faith and trust that God's going to carry you through that, because he will. And that'll wrap it up today, Garrick. G-Long in the house. What are the dumps, baby? Garrick, by the way, for those of you, I say it every show, he's my producer way back in the day. We had a lot of fun.
Oh, so much fun.
And I always envisioned and dreamed of being able to do something with Garrick once in a while, and it's such a pleasure not only to call you a great friend, man. You were one of the first guys that I met here in Huntsville back in the day, but you've also been good to this community, Garrick, and we all love you, man, and rooting for you and more success heading your way, my friend.
Appreciate it.
That'll wrap it up. Again, tomorrow, Jerry Schimmel joining us 7:15. I'll be on with Rick and Kay Boning of Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools at 7. Jerry coming on at 7:15. Make sure that you tune in. Friends, as we wrap up every show, reminding you today that we're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We need each other. Provide a word of encouragement. Lend a hand of support. Somebody out there needs you. Good morning, Huntsville, and God bless. We'll see you back at it tomorrow morning.